welcome to my channel, LinaLux. My name is Gabby, and today we're going to do an interactive reading for the remainder of October 2018. So you have 4 choices today, and the choices are snakes. I know for some people that might seem a little scary because sometimes we associate snakes with evil and other negative it has a very negative connotation. However, I implore you to take the time to look up other symbolisms that are attributed to the snake, and really things only have the meaning or the symbolism that we give it, so we have that power. So we have option number 1. It's this green snake. Cute little one. His tongue out. Option number 2. Option 3, this orangey looking snake. And option 4, which is this black snake. So this one's black, just in case. This one is more brown. You'll notice. So they're different. Okay, so I'll give you a second or two to choose which one draws you the most in, or more than one, however you feel. Okay. And we will start with 1. So what are the messages for those of us who picked option number 1 for the remainder of October 2018? What messages do we have? Okay, so we're seeing that some of us have been feeling as if we have been giving out a lot. We've been giving out a lot of our time, our effort, our energy, and it hasn't been well received, or we're feeling like there's not an equal give and take in our interactions. This could be very well be in love, or it could be in our in work, in our efforts, whether we're feeling that we're putting so much effort into our work, into growing, into making our business run, and it just isn't happening. What we're seeing is that your efforts are not going without being witnessed. We're seeing that there is a feminine energy that is seeing all that you're doing and is wanting to help you. Either this may be that, if we're talking about love, that there's just water energy, or Piscean, Scorpio, or Cancer energy, or someone who embodies these energies that is taking notice, and that in some way or another they're going to show you or give to you what they've been holding out, because they feel as if this person has been in a period of observing whether they want to jump in or not. And it is not anything to do with you. For some, it may be that it's due to circumstances that may have happened between the two of you in the past, and in others it may be things that this person has lived in their past that makes them a little more cautious when it comes to expressing their emotions. If this is something that's related to like work, or could be like, you know, finances or spiritual work, you may be feeling as if you're giving and giving and doing, and in return you're not really seeing the kind of results that you've been wanting. And what they're seeing here is that you are being helped out, you're being looked over, and in some way or form you're going to see that a feminine energy, it could be that a feminine spirit guide is looking out for you and sees all the work that you're doing, and you're not going to go unrewarded for everything that you have been putting into motion, into putting your effort into. It could also even be that a woman at work, or someone who has very feminine energy. It doesn't necessarily need to be a woman. So it could even be a man, right? Just someone who has that energy is going to be helping you out in finances, or it could be that your spirit guides, the spirit guide is helping you. If this can be, maybe these details will help you. It could be someone who's lighter, fair skin, who has lighter features, lighter hair. It doesn't necessarily be naturally, or it could just be that this person favors more to the light colors. And the same thing can be applied to your spirit guides if you have certain physical attributes that you associate with this person. Okay, and when it comes to your health, we're seeing that in terms of health, there's healing that we're seeing. Healing that comes a lot from spending time with your family, or spending time with people who feel like family to you, and also by being close to water. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go to the ocean, you need to go to a river. It can even be like a stream. It could be even that you decide to place a cup of water by your bedside at night. But watering is very healing. Even if you go and you take a shower and you envision the water removing, purifying anything that is stagnant within you, that is causing physical manifestations of unwell being. We are seeing, however, that you are going to have this moment of clarity in which you realize the power that you hold in your healing, instead of giving all your power away to a doctor, to I don't know, a Reiki healer, or any other kind of healer in which you completely put your soul trust in your soul, and the sole responsibility of your well-being in this other person. We're seeing that you are seeing how you can help the way that you feel, and a lot of this has to do with how you feel emotionally and how much focus you give to these physical ailments. And it's not to say that you're not really experiencing this, or that it's not that it's not valid for you to feel sad because perhaps you're not doing as much as you've been wanting to because of how you've been feeling physically. But there's going to be a recognition, there's going to be a moment in where you start to see how tied really your emotional body is to your physical body. And I see periods of, feeling more of yourself, feeling more of at home in your body. Whether this is that you completely feel better or cured, or whether you are able to accept the new home that you reside in for this physical incarnation. Okay, yeah, let's do an advice card, or just like a takeaway message for for those of you. Okay, so let's see. What advice do we have for those who picked option 1 or... Okay, so those who picked option 1, you guys have been really going through a lot ever since the changes of seasons began, and things have been feeling in extreme upheaval, right? There's been a lot of doing away with fears, with having to revisit things of our past, old lovers coming in, old relationships having to be re-examined, revisit, and it's almost as if we have not been able to feel at home within ourselves, because within ourselves there's just so much chaos, so much going on. And for some, we have even been wanting to keep ourselves even more busy just because we did not want to look into ourselves and be witness to this death of who we once was, because there is this sense of losing who we once thought ourselves to be. And it's not easy when these kind of things are happening. However, what we're seeing is that this is all creating a fire within you, an inspiration within you to become more of who it is that you've always known that you could become, that you've wanted to become, and is going to be this releasing of the old and entering of the new that's going to give you the fire to really pursue the things that once perhaps you had a lot of fear to pursue, and also help bring in a new period of not only inspiration and of having your desires fulfilled, but also of feeling centered and empowered within yourself. Okay, so that was 1. Now let's move on to number 2. Okay, what are the messages for those of us who picked option number 2 for the remainder of August 2018? What messages do we have? Okay, we've been holding in a lot of our burdens within us. We have not felt that we could share with others what it is that's really troubling us. We have been having a hard time to let others come in and help us in what it is that we're going through. We have felt that we can't. It's almost really the reason why we aren't sharing is because we don't feel that we can trust others to do what it is that we need to get done. We don't trust that others are going to receive how we feel. This could be in love, that if we share how it is that we're feeling with our partners or this person that we're interested in, we don't trust that they are going to receive it with respect and honor how it is that we're feeling, because of instances in the past in which we were constantly invalidated for how we felt, or told that it made no sense that we felt this way. And we have been holding on to all these things. And feeling that we needed to protect ourselves. So this could be in love where we're feeling that we need to protect ourselves, and we created so many walls that we're not even allowing ourselves to share all the positive qualities that we have. We're not able to let ourselves be vulnerable to others in a way that they can not only be there for us, or not only be there for us, but also come in and be part of our lives. Because we are saying that we do want to connect, that we do want to open up, that we want to open our horizons. However, we're very closed about protecting ourselves, and this is not necessarily a bad thing. However, is counterintuitive to wanting to expand, wanting to have other relationships. The same thing here goes about putting ourselves out there. Let's say when it comes to finances or projects that we want to do, in which we have these ideas and these goals that we want to obtain, that we want to meet. However, we're not letting ourselves take that first step into going out there, because we have fear of how we're going to be received by others. If I tell somebody that I want to be an artist, a singer, they're going to laugh at me, or they're not going to take me seriously, or they're going to put down my dreams. And this is something that we're trying to avoid being exposed to the negative criticism, and having these things that we treasure being put down. We are seeing that in this month, you know, we are seeing the self-imposed limitations that we have when we guard these gifts that we have so much. Something's going to happen where we're going to be encouraged to share with another person, whether this may be, in some cases, anything that we value. So it could be our heart, it could be our money, it could be our dreams or aspirations, to share this with another. And in it, also share your fears that are associated with these things. And in that, you're going to find the strength to take that first step, because you're going to be surprised as to how this person responds, and you're going to see that it's going to be different than what you have expected due to your past experiences. And they're going to be supportive. They're not going to judge your fears, because they, in a sense, can relate, because they also share similar fears. And this is a person that can relate with others at a very very human level, very instinctual level, because many of us think that we're alone in certain feelings, but we share a lot of the core fears and core needs as humanity, as a species. There is the sense of moving forward this month. There is a sense of finding the strength to move forward, to take the steps forward through sharing, through unburdening ourselves, through allowing others to hear our struggles, to know of our desires. And this could even be, even if it's not with another person, this could even be allowing yourself to be honest with yourself about the fears that you have and how it is that you are limiting yourself to pursuing the things that you want in love, in life, in career, and whatever it may be. There is this change, there is this shifting of, it's almost like you are transforming and molding into what you need to pursue the things that you want. It's like you're in a period where you can't easily transform, shift into what you need, whether that might be courage, whether that may be the ability for stillness, patience. There is a lot of potential for you to just think of a virtue or think of something that it is that you need, ask for it, and then just becoming it. You know, what I'm also seeing is that a lot of what you're believing are burdens, or a lot of what you're believing is a hindrance in your life. You're actually going to start to see that really are gifts, that really are opportunities in your life, opportunities to connect with others, opportunity to be to receive more love, to receive more guidance, more help, and to open doors in your life. Really, the key here is this month to ask and allow and open yourself to receive. Allow and open yourself to maybe give away something in order to receive something else. Okay, and see what message we have. Or advice, last message or advice for those of us who picked option number 2. Oh, I guess 2 cards want to come out, so be it. Oh no, 3. So we have awareness. Okay, so the theme is being talked about again. This theme of feeling as if you can only count on yourself, as if nobody else really understands the struggles that you're going through, that you can only count on yourself, that there isn't anybody who can understand you, because you just feel as if you're so different. We're seeing, however, that we are breaking through this veil of believing this, of this thought pattern of we are so different and nobody else is gonna get us, and we're allowing ourselves very slowly to open up and to share with others in a very almost like childlike way. You know how children don't even think about what they say, they just say it. You're allowing yourself in these moments to just say how it is that you're really feeling, saying really what's concerning you, what you're going through, what you're thinking, and seeing that, you know, just the same way that a child talks about how they're feeling. Let's say most times the child is not reprimanded for how they're feeling, but they're received with love. What we're seeing here is that when you do choose to open up this month, and with whom you choose to open up this month, you're going to have the proper guidance to do so with people who will respond with nurturance. Okay, that was option 2. Now for option number 3. Ta-da! What are the messages for those who picked option number 3? So we're coming out of a time of really wanting to, of a time where we were very meditative, a time where we have pulled back because of certain situations that happen that really hurt us, that really broke our heart open, is the only way to really say it. And truth is, there was a lot of pain with this. This wasn't, you know, when we think about heartbreak, we don't think of like something beautiful, even though a lot of times when we do get our heart broken, there is beauty in it, in which we are able to really open our hearts up in a way that we normally wouldn't otherwise. So there is that beauty within heartbreak of being completely honest with ourselves, having our heart just wide open, right? I know that doesn't sound so great in the moment, but it's almost like, especially in this day and age where we're not really encouraged to feel, there's this beauty in just like being able to feel the pain that we do, to know that we feel so much pain because we love so hard. So this is kind of what is being we're coming out of. We're coming out of a period of this having withdrawn ourselves, and now we're feeling the need to, we're wanting to come back, we're wanting to be open, we're wanting to socialize, we're wanting to share of ourselves with others, but we're having a hard time doing this. We're saying that we want to, but it's not really happening. And the same goes with in finances. We've had loss, we have invested time and money, and we lost it. We invested ourselves in certain jobs, and we've suffered losses. And I think for some, this could have even been losses due to, or pain due to, gossip from others, or having your name slandered by other people very unfairly. And this being due to mostly because of jealousy, that these people spoke so negatively of you and hurt you with their words. There's being hurt by words. And now we're wanting to be more open, wanting to put ourselves back out there, and it not really going as we have wanted to. And at first, because with these cards here, we're seeing that it's going to be a slow start, and there's going to be fear. You're going to hesitate. You're going to have moments of hesitation where you're not going to want to act, but you're going to remember that who you are, and that you are not what other people claim you to be, and you're many times not even what you claim to be yourself, because we are so multi-dimensional, so multifaceted, that we're so much more than what we credit ourselves to be, what other credit us to be. And you're seeing this, you're coming to that. And for those of you who are in love, I'm seeing there's this partnership, there is this coming together with somebody who is an equal, someone who has gone through similar pains as you, another person who has also been in moments put down by the words of others and by what others have said of them, and they have come through this, and from that oppression been able to really be more of who they are, to really reclaim not only their own definition of who they are, not only the definition of who they are, but to expand and allow themselves to be much more than that. This person is someone who is very sentimental, very emotional, and is someone who can help you in allowing yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling, and to not punish yourself for these feeling things that you might consider that are weak, and to let you be a little more soft in your expression when you open up and you try to interact with others, because the situations that have happened in the past may have hardened you slightly in a way that it's very subtle, that you may not even realize, where you're subconsciously projecting this to others, and others feel this. And so this could be in love. You could be meeting someone who really balances you off, really is someone who is able to compliment you well. This person, I'm feeling someone who is either like a Libra or embodies qualities of Libra, is very giving, or someone who's either a Virgo or not a Capricorn, or Virgo or a Taurus. Yeah, so Taurus, Virgo, or Libra is really the energies that I'm getting, or like a mesh or something of the sort. Is someone who is very light